Good afternoon, E39 source, and welcome finally to lovely San Diego, California. Taking the first DIY here, as this is a California car with something that I've actually done before. It's been many years, but it's time to do it again. It's the phantom alarm. The alarm randomly goes off. You can't figure out why. Nobody's touched the car. And that's generally the hood sensor. The hood sensors on these cars seem to fail for whatever reason. It is right here in the driver's side cabin air filter box. You close the hood, it pushes the plunger down, opens or closes a circuit, and that's the way it sits. As you can see here, my bracket is destroyed. In fact, this piece has now just finally fallen off. So it's time to replace this bracket, which is part of the lower air filter box housing, and then pop in a new sensor, and that should take care of the problems here. Now, the problem I had right now is possibly a faulty sensor, but definitely a faulty bracket. With that part missing, it's no longer tight, it's no longer a square. Every third time I close the hood, it pushes the whole thing out, it falls like that, and then the alarm goes off because it thinks the hood is open. If you have this problem and you want to see if this sensor is indeed your fault, you can actually just unplug it, and that will work as a solution. It's a bit of a half-ass solution, seeing that you're removing one of the features of the car, albeit a less valuable one. That would temporarily solve your problem, say while you wait for a new sensor in the mail. Here's the parts we've got today. We're going to replace the cabin air filters. It's been 7 years, believe it or not, since I've done that. They're not that dirty since this car was always garaged. Then we have the hood sensor itself. We'll get a part number read on that. See if we can focus. That is 61319119057. And then the box housing assembly with the bracket on there, and mine came with a new little clip, nicely enough. Part number on this guy is 64318379625. And then if you're curious about the Mann filters, that's CUK2736-2, and there are 2 of them in that box. So firstly, let's remove the old stuff. So we already pulled the sensor out. It kind of comes out at an angle. There's one electrical connector here. You press the tab at the end and slide it off. If you're simply replacing the sensor, you can just grab your new sensor, put it in, make sure the electrical connector is going to face the driver's side outside of the vehicle, snap it in, and plug your wire back in, and you're done. If you are going to go ahead and replace your box, if it's broken, whatever, I've done this a million times on camera, but it's real easy. The only tools you need is a hand or two. Pull up on this piece of weather stripping, move it to the side, release the tab for the air filter box lid, and remove the box lid. Remove your filter, replace if necessary, otherwise inspect. I've already removed my tab that I had here, the metal one. You squeeze the sides and pull it out. Now there's 3 tabs up here on the snorkel that goes into the firewall. Release those. Wiggle the box off. Lift the box up, starting on the inside, and then out towards the center. The whole thing comes out that easily. Installation of the new box is just as easy, and the same thing in reverse. We line it up like this. See these 2 little pegs there? They kind of fit in a slot right like this. You can't put the pegs behind, and obviously they won't go in front. They've got to fit in there. So start like that. It kind of fits underneath some of the cowling. Get those pegs lined up. Give it a push. You can also note there's a stud here on the strut tower that fits up inside this little bracket that sticks out where the metal pronged clip was. Give everything a push down. Also a good time to make sure that your wire for the hood sensor is in between the peg on the strut tower and the box. That's the proper installation. You could leave it out, it's just sloppier. And then we'll take this hose, line it back up, and clip it into place. Box is installed, we're ready for a filter and the hood sensor. Here's the sensor itself. This is a genuine BMW part. I believe it's about $40 these days. It's a little pricier than it used to be. It was $14 the last time I did this. You'll see you take the part with the electrical connector, put that down in there, and it clips right into place with a nice bud. Plug in the connector. Take our little metal spring clip, connect that. We're ready for a filter and the lid. As I put the filter in, I'm going to thank FCP Euro very much for sponsoring this content and their lifetime warranty on all of these parts, even the consumables, such as these filters. So make your purchase through fcpeuro.com, and in 3 years and 6 months, when these filters are past their useful life, buy another set, return these, get a refund, you're good to go. And press the filter into the housing. A note on installation, I took a look at the instruction book and it actually shows airflow up with the arrows pointing up, which looks like that. Take your lid, the hinges there go through the pegs we talked about before. There's slots, press this down, the spring bar goes back on top. And then of course don't forget to reinstall your rubber gasket just by pressing that back into place. And there we go, several more years out of these parts. If you still have a phantom alarm going off at random times, make sure that everything's shut, close everything, close your windows, hit the lock button on your alarm, keep an eye on your clown nose, the little red bubble off the mirror. If it flashes rapidly at first and then more slowly, there's still a fault in the alarm system somewhere and you need to have the system diagnosed further. Again, a thank you to FCP Euro. Be sure to check their website URL in the description to this video, and I will talk to you guys in the next E39 source video. Take care.